Hey everyone, how many three-digit numbers are divisible by 4 and 6? We're using arithmetic sequence formula, and the first thing, let's digest this a little bit. Three-digit numbers. So if we're talking about three-digit numbers, that's going to be between 100 and 999. So that gives you an idea what that is. And the numbers divisible by 4 and 6, we need to find the common multiple. So the least common multiple of 4 and 6 equals 12. So 12 is what your common multiple is. That's going to represent your common difference. So your common difference for this formula that we're going to use is 12. So we want multiples of 12 basically between 100 and 999 if this was rewritten different. Okay, now we have to find our first term if we're starting at 100, but we need it to be a multiple of 12. So you can do this mentally or kind of use a calculator, but the way I did it is I want my first term. So what I did is I did 12 times 10 because that's easy and I'm not using a calculator. That's 120. Well, is that my first term? So it's not, because I'm going to subtract 12 and I get 108. So 108 is going to be your first term, because if you subtract 10 again, you're going to get 96. Or 12 again, you get 96. And that's less than 100. It's not a three-digit number. So our first term is just going to be 108. Now, on the last term, that one's actually a little harder. The last term, we're going to take 999 and divide this by 12. And when you do that, you're going to, let's see, we'll get 8, or use a calculator if you want. And we get 96. We already kind of did that one. Subtract, you get 39. 3, you get 36. And the remainder is 3. So we don't want a remainder because that means it's not a multiple of 12. So you can do one or two things. You can take 999 minus 3, and your last term is going to be 996. Or you could just take 12 times 83, and that will give you your last term of 996. So your last term is 996. And that's how you figure out that. There probably a little easier way with a calculator, but so we have 996. And now we can just fill this form out. What we're looking for is our number of how many numbers there are. So numbers that we have. So our last term was 996 equals our first term 108 plus n minus 1, and your common difference or your multiple is 12. So simplifying that, we're going to get 996 equals 108 plus 12n minus 12. Let's see, 996 equals 108 minus 12 is 96 plus 12n. And then we're going to get 12n equals 900 once you subtract 96 from both sides. Divide both sides by 12 and you get n equals 75, sorry. So there are 75 three-digit numbers that are divisible by 4 and 6. So 75. That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.